Having Mars in Gemini in the first house means a person is driven by curiosity, communication, and versatility. They have a lively, outgoing personality, eager to explore new ideas and enjoy mental challenges. They're quick thinkers and problem solvers, always seeking new knowledge and experiences. They can be prone to overthinking and sometimes seem restless due to their broad range of interests. In relationships, this placement suggests an individual who is attracted to partners who are intellectually stimulating. They need continuous communication and mental interactions to keep the relationship alive. Challenge for them lies in their fluctuating intensity, which can lead to inconsistency or fickleness in love matters. Potential career influences indicate a good match with professions that require intellectual rigor, communication, and adaptability. They could excel in jobs related to journalism, writing, marketing, teaching, or sales. Strengths associated with Mars in Gemini in the first house comprise of high adaptability, strong communication skills, and an intellectual drive. However, they may struggle with consistency, focus, and patience. They need to guard against spreading themselves too thin over multiple projects and interests. Their personal growth lesson is to learn the value of persistence, consistency, and meaningful focus, to not lose sight of their main goal while chasing after new ideas. Understanding that depth can be as rewarding as breadth will create a more meaningful journey. Hence, the balance between versatility and consistency is the key growth area for Mars in Gemini in first house individuals. Mars in Gemini in the second house manifests as a quick, curious mind. A prominent characteristic is dynamic expressiveness, often interpreted as assertiveness or impatience. This placement favors mental over physical pursuits and drives a need to constantly search for information. Such individuals have a knack for learning languages, connecting ideas, and articulating clearly, which makes them good communicators. In relationships, they demand mental stimulation and look for partners who are intellectually invigorating, sparking deep conversations and debates. A partner's intellect and wit can greatly influence their attraction. Their flirtatious and changeable nature can sometimes be perceived as inconsistency, hence it's a challenge to keep them interested. In terms of career, roles that involve communication, teaching, writing, or negotiating will be attractive. They need variety in jobs and can juggle multiple tasks at once. However, their restlessness may obstruct long-term commitments or projects needing sustained focus. Strengths include adaptability, quick thinking, and engaged communication. Their lively intellect and passion for learning can serve them well in most areas of life. The challenges relate to focusing and finishing long-term projects. Their changing mind might cause difficulty in making decisions and sticking to them. One crucial personal growth path is learning to harness their intellectual energy constructively. In the context of second house representing material possessions and values, their approach to earning and spending might also be influenced by the Mars in Gemini's dynamic sense of curiosity and fluctuation, demanding variety and intellectual satisfaction. Consequently, stable financial management may be a challenging area, needing conscious effort. Mars in Gemini in the third house indicates a person with high intellectual energy. They're often versatile, adaptable, and eager to learn. Their minds are quick, and they can jump from one topic to another rapidly, always ready to engage in stimulating debates. In relationships, these individuals may crave variety and intellectual compatibility. They communicate their needs directly but with charm, not aggression. Boredom is the enemy for them, thus, they need a partner who will keep them on their toes with engaging conversations and interesting activities. Career-wise, they could excel in professions that require quick thinking, communicating, and flexibility like journalism, marketing, or teaching. Their ability to deal with multiple tasks simultaneously can be a significant advantage, leading to innovative and original outputs. Strengths may include intellectual curiosity, adaptability, and excellent communication skills. However, their challenges could involve a tendency towards inconsistency, intellectual restlessness, and a lack of focus. Since they often want to know a little about everything, they might struggle to delve deeply into one area. Personal growth can come from learning to focus their energies better. They might need to work on patience and consistency to experience progress in areas that interest them. Over time, they can learn that depth, not only breadth of knowledge, can be satisfying. Trying to know everything can lead to knowing nothing well. Balancing their thirst for variety with the necessity for depth can therefore provide personal and professional fulfillment. Having Mars in Gemini in the 4th house means a person is likely to be assertive, communicative, and versatile. They tend to be restless in their home environment and have a strong desire for mental stimulation. This placement often suggests a personality with high energy levels that prefers intellectual conversations. Their assertiveness can make them seem aggressive at times, but they are also able to adapt quickly to new situations, which is a significant strength. In relationships, this person may require their partner to offer intellectual challenge. Open communication is key. They might be prone to frequent changes in feelings due to Gemini's mutable nature. Misunderstandings can emerge from spontaneous changes in mood, posing a relational challenge. As for career preferences, this individual might thrive in environments that require quick thinking, adaptability, and assertive communication. Potential careers could be in spheres such as journalism, public relations, or marketing where dynamic dialogue and argument are valued. The challenges faced with this placement often center around impulsive behavior, triggered by the Mars-Gemini combination, and can lead to relational instability. On the other hand, the individual's ability to adapt and communicate assertively contributes to their strength. Personal growth lessons might involve learning to balance their intellectual curiosity with emotional sensitivity. Developing patience could also be key, as their quick-changing thoughts and feelings can lead to restlessness. As they learn to ground their thoughts, their assertiveness becomes less aggressive and more constructive. Ultimately, attaining equilibrium between their intellectual pursuits and emotional needs can lead to fulfillment. Mars in Gemini in the 5th house signifies a lively and curious personality. This person will likely have an active mind, always eager to learn or try something new. They might quickly shift from one interest to another, driven by an unending thirst for knowledge and variety. However, their biggest challenge might lie in their lack of consistency or persistence in sticking with one path or project. Relationships for this Mars placement could be intriguing. Their charisma might make them naturally attractive, and they could be an engaging conversationalist. Joint intellectual stimulation will be significant in their relationships. But, their continuous quest for new experiences might lead to restlessness in long-standing relationships. They might struggle with the desire for consistent novelty versus the need for stability. With careers, people with Mars in Gemini in the 5th house thrives in dynamic and diverse environments. They could excel in professions linked to creativity, communication, or education where their adaptability, quick thinking, and charm can shine. However, they should avoid falling into the trap of pursuing variety to the detriment of depth and commitment. The major strengths of this placement are their intellectual vigor, adaptability, and charisma. Their primary challenges might include inconsistency, impatience, and difficulty with commitment. Growth lessons generally circle around learning how to balance their thirst for novelty with the rewards of depth and commitment. In short, they need to learn the value of focus, even when the next exciting thing beckons. Mars in Gemini in the 6th house suggests a dynamic, communicative personality. These individuals are intellectual, adaptable, and love variety. They thrive on new information and experiences, often displaying restless energy and quick thinking. However, they may also wrestle with inconsistency and lack of focus due to their diverse interests. In relationships, they are intellectually stimulated and seek partners who can engage with them on a mental level. They appreciate open dialogue and might enjoy intellectual debates. Their challenge is to avoid becoming argumentative or superficial, focusing on cultivating deeper emotional connections. In terms of career, they thrive in areas involving communication, information management, or multitasking. They could excel as writers, journalists, editors, teachers, or other professions requiring variety and intellectual stimulation. However, they may also face challenges in maintaining persistence in longer-term tasks or projects. Strengths include adaptability, creativity, intellectual prowess, and keen communication skills. Having an active mind is an asset, but this can become a weakness if it leads to scattered energy, restlessness, or difficulty in slowing down. Lessons for personal growth involve learning to steady the mind, practice patience, and maintain focus. They need to harness their diverse interests to create long-standing commitments, whether in professional or personal realms. Their natural curiosity and intellectual appetite offer the potential for lifelong learning and growth. Mars in Gemini in the 7th house speaks to a personality that is curious, adaptable, and communicative. There's an inclination towards mental stimulation and an ability to multitask. Relationships are often seen as a platform for intellectual exchange. Conversations that challenge their ideas are fulfilling. This person likes to keep an active social life. Notable strengths include being an effective communicator and a quick thinker. There's an ability to handle multiple tasks and an inclination towards understanding different perspectives. Being adaptable allows for resiliency in various situations. On the flip side, this placement suggests challenges, particularly in indecisiveness and inconsistency. There can be a difficulty in sticking to one idea, resulting in unfinished projects. This can cause strain in relationships, as the individual may have a fleeting interest in people. In terms of career, this placement favors professions dealing with communication, negotiations, and networking due to their natural curiosity, adaptability, and knack for communication. Potential career paths could be in journalism, law, marketing, or public relations. Personal growth can be achieved by learning to slow down, focus, and follow through on their commitments. They need to balance their thirst for variety with the benefits of consistency. Nurturing patience and decision-making skills may also help them overcome indecisiveness. This Mars placement suggests a journey of learning to harness the intellectual vigor for productive outcomes, stabilizing interpersonal relationships, and refining their communication skills for professional success. Mars in Gemini in the 8th house suggests a person who is curious, adaptable, and energized by deep connections and transformation. This placement emphasizes dynamic communication and intellectual stimulation. Individuals might thrive on dissecting serious subjects and are often fascinated by mysteries, secrets, or the psychology of others. In relationships, these individuals value intellectual compatibility and verbal exchange. They might be attracted to complex, intriguing personalities that stimulate their mind. Challenges may arise due to their tendency to overthink or communicate excessively about deep and intimate matters. Career-wise, they could excel in psychology, research, detective work, or any intellectual field involving investigation and resolution. Their passion for unearthing hidden truths may serve them well in these areas. Strengths include a sharp intellect, adaptability, and an ability to handle transformation in difficult situations. These individuals are excellent at grasping complex concepts and communicating them effectively. Challenges may involve managing their high energy and tendency towards scattered attention. They may struggle with focusing on one task for extended periods and may become restless when not mentally stimulated. Personal growth lessons for individuals with this placement might revolve around the need to harness their intellectual energy wisely, avoid overthinking, and focus on deepening emotional understanding alongside intellectual connection. This placement encourages personal transformation through intellectual endeavors, hence, should strive to balance their mental agility with emotional depth. Having Mars in Gemini in the 9th house denotes versatility, boundless curiosity, and restlessness. Individuals with this placement have hidden resilience, energetic intellect, and a quickness to learn. Decisiveness can be a challenge as they may struggle with focus due to multiple interests simultaneously. Nevertheless, their communicative prowess makes them dynamic problem solvers. In relationships, they're attracted to intellectually stimulating partners who can engage in deep conversations or enjoy adventures. Their charisma can captivate many, but their indecisiveness might lead to complications. Absolute honesty and intellectual companionability are key for these individuals. Career paths favor fields where verbal dexterity, adaptability, and continuous learning are required. They may thrive as writers, public speakers, teachers, and roles in international relations due to their love for cultural exposure and diversity. Strengths of such placement include intellectual vigor, persuasive communication, and adaptability across situations and cultures. However, they can be challenged by impatience, impulsivity, lack of emotional sensitivity, or a desire for constant stimulation. Personal growth lies in learning to be more patient, focusing on emotional intelligence, and not shying away from commitments. Balancing their urge for constant excitement with the stability of routine could be a great lesson, enhancing their personal and professional fulfillment. As a conclusion, this placement suggests a dynamic, intellectual personality with a penchant for variety and intellectual pursuits. Mars in Gemini in the 10th house indicates an energetic and intellectual approach to life. This placement imbues an individual with keen curiosity and a drive to gain and share knowledge. Reflecting Gemini's nature, they are likely to be agile thinkers, eloquent speakers, and can juggle multiple tasks effectively. These individuals make great communicators, adept at expressing their ideas and persuading others. In relationships, they are drawn towards lively conversations and intellectual stimulation. They appreciate partners who can keep up with their fast-paced thoughts, satisfaction derived from mental compatibility rather than emotional intimacy. However, they might find it challenging to stay focused in relationships due to their tendency to be restless and easily bored. In terms of careers, they are likely to excel in professions requiring expressive communication and intellectual engagement. They can flourish in roles such as journalists, writers, public speakers, or researchers. Their adaptable nature also makes them successful in changing environments. The primary strength for those with Mars in Gemini in the 10th house is their intellectual prowess and communication abilities. They are excellent in conveying complex ideas in simple terms. Their main challenge can be their restlessness, which might make it hard for them to stick to one task or project for long periods. They may also struggle with impatience. The personal growth lesson for these individuals is learning how to stay grounded and focused on one thing at a time. They will benefit from understanding that not every conversation needs to end in debate, and sometimes, listening can be more rewarding than speaking. Mars in Gemini in the 11th house means core personality traits that include being intellectually driven, communicative, adaptable, and sociable. These people express their energy dynamically and would rather win with words. They constantly crave diversity and stimulation. Their inquisitive minds are always on the go, absorbing new information and concepts, which they relay with ease. In relationships, they appreciate mental connections. They are attracted to intelligent partners who can match their stimulating discourse. Differences may arise if they become too argumentative or inconstant, leading to misunderstandings. However, their adaptability and quick wit can also help repair strained relationships. For careers, their intellectual prowess allows them to excel in jobs that involve communication, research, and collaboration. They might prosper in fields such as journalism, writing, public relations, teaching, and social work, where their smart and gregarious nature can shine. Strengths of this placement include communication skills, adaptability, and a strong network. Their openness to different ideas and propensity to interact create wide-reaching connections. This network often comes in handy both personally and professionally. Challenges they may face include restlessness, inconsistency, and being over-analytical. They have a tendency to overthink and may struggle to focus on a single task due to their multifaceted interests. They might also come across as detached since they approach emotions analytically rather than sharing the mood. As for personal growth lessons, learning to balance their need for communication with listening, focusing their diverse interests, and dealing with emotions meaningfully could greatly enhance their lives and relationships. Their journey is about bringing stability. Mars in Gemini in the 12th house indicates a personality that uses intellect and communication to uncover secrets and solve mysteries. This placement suggests that individuals are mentally active, often lost in their thoughts. Mars, a planet of action and initiative, gives these individuals a knack for critical thinking, and Gemini's adaptability allows them to understand different perspectives. In relationships, these individuals are attracted to intellectual stimulation. Conversations are their form of intimacy. However, they may struggle with expressing their desires and emotions due to the hidden nature of the 12th house, leading to potential misunderstandings. Career-wise, their analytical skills and interest in hidden matters could lead them to psychology, research, or investigative journalism. However, the 12th house also rules spirituality and solitude, so jobs that allow time for reflection, such as writing or philosophy, could also suit them. Strengths include their intellectual curiosity and adaptability. They are perceptive and open-minded. However, the inclination toward introspection can lead to overthinking and isolation. Their challenge is to balance social interaction with their need for solitude. Personal growth will come by learning to verbalize inner emotions. They need to overcome any fears of vulnerability to find authenticity in relationships. Remember, their intellectual prowess can also be a tool to decipher their own feelings. This journey of self-exploration and emotional self-expression can prove deeply transformative.